That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
32-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. The 30. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Akers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
second down. Here's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cam Akers.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Hurts.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 21. Rams, nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 3-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. The extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Falcons 28, Rams nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Huntley to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got 3. Check 3.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Huntley. Steps away to his left. That's caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. First to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A final shot before break. Huntley looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check the backer, check the backer. Rush it.
They'll run this with Akers. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
First down.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's our time. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You got nothing to do. Hey, smash Bronco. Check 50. Check 50. 79 Bronco. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And shutting him off, now open field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the screen. 45. Mike. Hey, check that. Street. Double. Show it in.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill. Right there. Hurt. Pace. Let's go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Rams, nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. SOS. 19 light.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Ball carrier.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on second down. Huntley buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 45 to Mike.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Shift. Cut 19. Tighten up. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Blue down. 45, mic. 45.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
19 tight. Rip right. Hey, check my street. 45. You ain't going nowhere.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Check 45 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 45. Mike, 45. Well, check smash. Check smash.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Forced out to his, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Jalen Hurts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Stop your whining.
Off the play fake. Huntley, he'll buy some time right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run. It's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Huntley. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
60 Eagle. Out. Mustang 19. Watch the whip.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Rams 7.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Hurts.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 23-yard line.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crab. 70 Ranger. Street. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Caught on the right side by Jones. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Rams 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go. Check 52. Three. Drag him 60. 45's the Mike.
Second down, here's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Los Angeles.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Now Scarborough.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's second down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's